took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Took the outlaw. We won. Come to my world.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Murray back near his goal line. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? lose. This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw. Fields. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll rifle this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to throw. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
15. First down, Cleveland.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Henderson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Throwing on first down, Fields. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Wahoo. 43 is the mother. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 9 now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
Here we go. Mike, watch two. Hey, pick your game up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Off the play fake. Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, dude.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Sack, baby. Sack.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Heads, yeah. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Orbit. We own them.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That's taken it around the 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd down, it's Henderson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52, if you don't get this, boys. You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? 2-6. Mike 52.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
52's the mark.
On third down, Murray able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check three.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's become...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Picked off at the 11. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah, let's go second. Check three.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. As they're now just an extra point away from getting... back within 1 score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. The 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Off play action. Fields. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go. Touchdown. Scam situation. Let's go. Go. 43's the mic.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray incomplete.
Murray's pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 82 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run. Chubb. And some space here. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down in a few inches. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 21-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
You got nothing. Kill. Turn up.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the run. Maybe. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Cut up.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
We go. 49.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Check, bumps it. Check, bumps it. Check 24. Check 24. Ready, go. Go. Put it right.
To throw is Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range. You're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.